Canada, co-hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup, found themselves on June 18 fighting for their lives on home soil against Qatar in Vancouver, a match they were absolutely supposed to dominate. This wasn't the triumphant opening statement the Red and White Army had envisioned for their group stage debut. Instead of a commanding performance, fans witnessed a desperate struggle, leaving an entire nation to question how a host team with every imaginable advantage could stumble so profoundly right out of the gate. The atmosphere in Vancouver had been absolutely electric, brimming with a palpable sense of destiny. Thousands upon thousands had packed the stadium, a sea of red and white, ready to unleash a deafening roar for their team. The narrative was crystal clear. Canada, as a proud host, had a distinct home field advantage and a relatively favorable draw against Qatar. The expectation wasn't just a victory, it was a declaration, a bold signal to the world that they were here to compete, not just make up the numbers. Yet, from the very first whistle, something felt undeniably off. Qatar, resilient, organized, and utterly fearless, played with a defiance that completely belied their underdog status. They absorbed relentless pressure, slammed shut every attacking channel, and disrupted every single Canadian rhythm. It was a masterclass in frustrating a favorite. What exactly happened out there on that rain-slicked pitch? Was it the crushing weight of expectation, the sheer immense pressure of playing in front of their fervent home crowd? Or was it a tactical genius from the Qatari side that simply suffocated Canada's creative sparks, leaving them flat and uninspired? For agonizing stretches, Canada controlled possession, pushing forward with all their might. But the final pass, the decisive shot, the killer instinct, it just evaporated. It felt like watching a team with incredible potential constantly running headfirst into an impenetrable brick wall, despite possessing every tool required to dismantle it. The frustration wasn't just palpable on the field, it echoed like a thunderclap through the stands. This struggle isn't an isolated incident, though. The early stages of this 2026 World Cup have already thrown curveball after curveball. Just yesterday, we saw Spain, a perennial powerhouse, despite absolute domination of possession and creating a flurry of chances, failed to break down a dogged Cabo Verde in their Group H opener, limping away with a goalless draw. This tournament, with its global spotlight, has a cruel way of leveling the playing field, making every single point a brutal battle, every goal a monumental, soul-crushing effort. Co-hosts who are meant to be riding an unstoppable wave of national pride and momentum are quickly discovering that the World Cup demands far more than just passion. It demands unwavering precision, icy composure under fire, and a ruthless, clinical edge that Canada, on this day, simply lacked. So, when that final whistle screamed, with the scoreboard stubbornly, painfully stuck, it brought not celebration, but a profound, sickening sense of disappointment and a desperate scramble for answers. A draw against Qatar means Canada now faces an incredibly steep uphill battle in their remaining group stage matches. The path to the knockout rounds, which once looked like a clear, welcoming, well-paved highway, now resembles a treacherous, unpredictable mountain trail shrouded in fog. Every subsequent game now becomes an absolute must-win scenario, laden with pressure even more suffocating than what they faced today. Can Canada possibly regroup from this devastating opening day jolt? Can they rediscover the electrifying form that propelled them to qualify for this global showpiece in the first place? The question now isn't about dominating their group, it's starkly, brutally about survival. It's about proving that the dream of a deep, historic run on home soil hasn't completely evaporated after just one frustrating, unforgettable match. The fight for their lives has not just begun, it has turned into an immediate, desperate sprint.